Have you ever felt like you made the wrong choice and wondered, what if I'd chosen differently? What if somewhere out in the vastness of reality, another version of you did? That's the idea behind the multiverse theory. And today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most mind-blowing concepts in science, where physics, philosophy, and possibility collide. The word universe literally means all that exists. But what if it's not all there is? The multiverse suggests that our universe might be just one of many. Think of it like a bubble floating in an ocean of other bubbles. Each bubble, a different universe with its own laws of physics, particles, dimensions, and maybe even people. These other universes could be wildly different. In some, gravity might be stronger. In others, atoms never formed. And in some, another version of you exists, living a different life based on different choices. But where does this idea come from? Is there any science behind it? Let's explore the key theories. Theory 1. Quantum mechanics and the many worlds interpretation. Quantum physics is weird. Subatomic particles don't behave like anything in our everyday world. They exist in multiple states at once, a phenomenon called superposition. Take the famous thought experiment, Schrödinger's cat. In quantum terms, the cat is both dead and alive until we observe it. But what if the cat doesn't choose one outcome? What if the universe splits? That's the many worlds interpretation, proposed by physicist Hugh Everett in 1957. It suggests that every quantum event creates a branching universe. Every time you make a decision, the universe splits. In one branch, you choose coffee. In another, tea. This isn't just science fiction. Many physicists consider it a legitimate interpretation of quantum mechanics. It removes the need for collapse of the wave function and instead says everything happens, just not in the same universe. Theory 2. Cosmic inflation and the bubble multiverse. Right after the Big Bang, the universe expanded incredibly fast. A theory called cosmic inflation, introduced by physicist Alan Guth in the 1980s, but inflation may not have stopped everywhere. In some models, parts of space continue inflating endlessly, spawning bubble universes each with their own Big Bang, their own galaxies, and maybe their own laws of nature. This idea is supported by the mathematics of inflationary cosmology, and it's hard to dismiss. If eternal inflation is true, then the multiverse isn't just possible, it's inevitable. String theory, a contender for the theory of everything, proposes that the fundamental building blocks of the universe aren't particles, but tiny vibrating strings. To make the math work, string theory requires 10 or 11 dimensions, not just the 3D world we live in plus time. In some models, our universe is a three-dimensional brain, floating inside a higher dimensional bulk. Other brains, aka universes, could exist nearby, separated from us by tiny distances in higher dimensions we can perceive. Some collisions between these brains might even explain the Big Bang itself. Anthropic reasoning. Our last piece of reasoning isn't mathematical, it's philosophical. The universe we live in appears to be fine-tuned for life. If just one constant, like gravity or the change of an electron, were slightly different, life as we know it couldn't exist. Why? Coincidence? Or are there infinite universes, each with different settings, and we're simply in a one where life happened to work? This is called the anthropic principle, and while it doesn't prove the multiverse, it offers a possible explanation for why our universe feels so lucky. If these theories are true, then reality is far bigger than we ever imagined.
Wow. The power of the multiverse in the palm of my hand.
Every version of you could exist somewhere. Every story you didn't live out might be playing right now in another universe. You could be famous, or forgotten, a hero, or a villain, or even a being made of pure plasma, floating in a four-dimensional space you can't even begin to comprehend. But maybe the most important universe is the one you're in right now. Here's the catch. We don't have direct evidence of a multiverse, and we may never. These universes, if they exist, could be forever beyond our reach. But science is about pushing limits, just like black holes, quantum theory, and gravitational waves once seemed like fantasy. The multiverse might someday move from imagination to observation. Until then, it remains one of the most fascinating frontiers of thought, a reminder of how little we truly know about the cosmos. If there really are infinite versions of you, which one do you want to become in this universe?